All right. I want to start with you guys are at a spot now where, winning four games in 4 days would be ideal. That's you guys go into every game trying to win it. But what do you kind of see as the big picture of this week and the goal of this week for this team? Is it, do you guys try and do a game by game, or do you guys try and look at the whole week as?
I understand. We go game by game. We know how big of a week this is for us. We know what we got to do to win to get to where we want to go. So just take every day game by game.
Do you look? Do you look at Saturday as? What do you think about Saturday's game and the outcome? They are the conference champion, but you guys are pretty close to being able to knock them off without a starter.
That was a good game, and both sides played really well at basketball. They had one more possession. They hit this shot. Can't really be that mad about it. I think we played great as a team.
I was asking Coach about motivation. I said, you don't need any extra motivation because Air Force, they were like the millstone around your neck when they came in because, such a bad loss. So the motivation, you guys must be ready for it.
100%. Jalen said after the game, we just want revengeance for everything. We just want to play hard. Air Force, they hurt us a lot this season, so, this game is kind of personal for us, I think.
After Utah State, Nash not playing, a bunch of guys stepped up, though. True, Mustafa, different things like that. How does it feel to know you guys have that type of team heading into the tournament?
We did that earlier in the season. We had Mash and House out a lot with injuries. So, we knew what we already had going into the game because we played before with it. So, they just played their role and did a great job.
I'm sure you've done this a lot, high school, AAU, playing a lot of games in a condensed amount of time. How do you keep the body fresh with the possibility of playing 4 games?
I just rehab every day after practice, after the game, treatment, being with Ben, stretching, just taking care of your body really helps you a lot.
Hey, when the game got tight against Utah State, when it was really tied up and stuff like that, everybody, local fans, even people take to Twitter and say, it's Donovan Dent time. So how do you feel about that? People thinking when the game is on the line, you're like the dog. They're just go get it.
Work for it. It feels really good. Coach Tino trusts me in those moments. Just want to win the game, basically.
Do you, as you go into this in your second year, you take anything from last year, or are the roles just so different for you that it's not a whole lot to take going into the conference tournament like you did a year ago? Or did you learn something last year that maybe helps you this year?
We can't take any team lightly in the tournament. I remember last year, our first game against Wyoming, we came out kind of flat. Every team's going to give you your best shots. The last game of the season, possibly, so we know what we got to do to handle business.
Hunter Maldonado at that game.
Is this an NCAA tournament team?
100%. We got to fix a couple pieces, win these couple games, and we're in there for sure.
What's the conversation you have with people outside of this program, dad, family, friends back home, or something like that about this team? Is it one of kind of frustration that you guys aren't in the tournament right now, or is it one of, we're pretty good, we're going to do this?
Everyone I talk to outside knows how good of a team we are. We all want to win. They all want us to win, so we know what we got to do.
What has it been like to be in such a competitive conference this year? I would even think that if I was in you guys' shoes, I'd probably be watching what happened to this team and that team because it's just so unpredictable.
Yeah, it's been fun. This league has a lot of good contenders in the league. We were watching the boys San Diego State game, great game there. Just a lot of fun in this league. Every team's good.
So if you're watching that game, I got to ask about the Max Rice shot in overtime. What was the reaction of some of the guys watching that, thinking about what he did here?
Me and Brayden, as soon as he shot it, knew it was green. As soon as he left his hand, we knew it was going in for sure. I've seen him hit it too many times. At this point, it's kind of a skill for him. I kind of respect it.
It really was. When he shot that, I was like, yeah, it didn't surprise me.
It did not surprise me at all. He had 3 of those against us.
Donnie, at this point in the year, you kind of mentioned having to rehab your body all the time. Everyone in this conference is beat up. That's kind of what this point of the year is. So it's going to be a dogfight heading in the tournament. When you go out there as a competitor, do you kind of look at other teams knowing, okay, if you see any bit of tiredness, just to kind of feed off of it?
100%. Just attack every moment. We go into every game with that mindset. Attack every possession, every time. We just got to want it more. Jalen says all the time, we got to be more hungry, and I think we are right now.
I asked Coach this, but what's the routine like in Las Vegas? I know you guys have been there a lot. You know what the deal is, but how do you keep yourself from not being distracted by Las Vegas?
It's pretty easy. If you're focused on what you want to focus on, you stay in the hotel, do what you got to do. During your free time, you want to walk around and go ahead. But even then, most of the time we stay off our feet because we know we got coming. So, we've been there for like 2 tournaments already. We know what we got to do.
You're talking about coach having trust in you and you attacking, like, basically, you know, when you're coming down, if you see space, you have a green light to take advantage of that, right? I mean, whether it's at the end of the game or at any point.
100%. Coach P harps to me to be more aggressive, play with pace. So I think I've been doing that a lot more this year, and it's been great. It's been helping me a lot doing what I got to do.
So he's trying to get you to be a little more aggressive.
Aggressive and smarter. So, yeah.
What do you feel like? Do you feel like you've been aggressive, or do you feel like there are times that you're not attacking when when watching film after the fact? Like,
Yeah.
man, I should have.
Watching some of the games back, there's been a lot of games where some of the games I've been passive where I didn't need to. I think I just got to be a little more aggressive and trusting myself the way he trusted me, basically.
You know, when you attack, man, sometimes it's just look like there's nowhere to go, and it's like, how did he get in there?
I mean, I guess I see stuff that a lot of people can't see when I'm down there, and I draw a lot of attention. So when I attack, not only does it like bring the defenders, it makes it easier for my shooters to be able to catch and shoot. So that's why he harps me to attack.
Are you looking, when you driving the lane real hard, are you like looking at angles and stuff like that? Because I don't know, it's just almost like a running back, man, going through a hole, you know?
I mean, I'm really just looking at the defenders, seeing where they're rotating, seeing who I can pass to, if I go make a layup.
And then with that, either right or left is one of those you make at the, tail end of the play. Huh? We've seen it both sides. We saw the right against the Aggies, the left a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, finishing is one of my strong skills, so I think I can finish very well with both hands, so it's whatever hand is open.
Do you ever look at the tape and think, like, doesn't it look crazy to you?
I mean, looking back at tapes 100%, like the one against Mexico State was crazy. But, I mean, in the heat of the moment, I feel like it's just a reaction thing and it works out most of the time.
How's your quad?
Quad's perfectly fine. I feel great going into the tournament and all that.